Diego.
Welcome to the Antisocial Podcast. I am your host, Grapes, and I got Tamrox right here. We're chilling. This is probably the first, not probably, it is the first episode in a while.
And if you hear some technical difficulties, we are having issues with our mics tonight. So
I dropped my mic last time we tried doing this, and like now this thing just turns. The mic itself, it like turns. And like the only way it stays still, when I turn it, there's a spot where it like gets tight and I have to leave it in that spot. But I could literally spin it right now if I wanted to, but it's in that position where it's tight.
Well, I definitely hope we got the warranty on that because
I do too. So what's been up with you, T? What's been new?
Oh man. Well, a lot of things. I've been recovering.
Yo, yeah, homegirl was almost half dead the other day.
Yeah, literally. So like a week ago, this is for all of my women. Please take care of yourself because it's scary. Let's just say TMI, but I had a really heavy period. I hemorrhaged and I bled too much. And my blood levels were at a 6.5. You're supposed to be at a 15 to a 12. And yeah, if I wouldn't have gone to the hospital, I don't think I would have made it through the night.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
She was almost gone. She was almost a goner.
Yeah, it was really scary. I bled really heavy like 2 days before everything had happened. And then 2 days after, I kind of slowed down and I didn't really think much of it. But then I was like in the middle of the night, I was really, really cold. And everything that I did, I could not get warm. But like I didn't have a fever. I had body aches, but I didn't have a fever. I was just really, really cold. My chest started racing. My chest started hurting. My heart started racing. And then I just got this random thought, like, if you don't go to the doctor, you're going to die. And so I woke Sam up and I told him, like, I don't know what's going on, but I need to go to the hospital.
I was in the middle of some very good, wholesome sleep.
Yeah, no, he was knocked out and he had work the next day.
Yeah, I missed out on work the next day, but it's all good. I mean, shit, her life was at stake.
I know, and we didn't really think much of it. We just thought I was catching a cold or something, huh?
Yeah.
But then I got that like thought in my head, and if it wasn't for that like intuition, I probably wouldn't have gone to the hospital. But because of my intuition, I was like, no, we gotta go. So we went, and that was the first time I've ever gone to the hospital, and like the nurses like were rushing towards me, and like they instantly brought me back, right? They instantly brought me back, and then the second I was in the hospital room, in the hospital bed, like 5 nurses came in. They started putting the heart machines on me. They started doing x-rays. They started pulling my blood. It was like a scene out of a movie.
Yeah,
literally.
It was crazy.
So it was really scary. I had to have a blood transfusion, an iron transfusion, and I've just been really weak for the past week. So.
She's been recovering. She's on her road to recovery right now.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, they couldn't find a reason as to why I was bleeding so heavily other than my PCOS. So, all my girls with my PCOS, take care of yourselves. And if you ever feel like that, rush to the hospital. It's scary.
It is scary.
Yeah.
Well, I'm appreciative of God for like giving you that fucking what is it? Just intuition to go to the hospital, because if not, who knows what would have happened.
I know, I kept telling you like something's wrong. I think I need to go to the hospital, but you kind of were just like, oh, yeah, sure. Like you didn't really think much of it. Well, until I told you, like, hey,
you be sick a lot, bro.
I know.
So, like, I mean, not to sound mean, but we can't just go every time. Like,
no, I know.
We'd be going to the ER every week if that were the case.
Literally.
But I'm glad that she stuck to her shit, and we ended up going.
Yeah, because I just had to tell him, like, no, something's wrong. Something told me I have to go. If not, he would have just, like, taken care of me, but not taken it too serious if it wasn't for me telling you that it was important.
So yeah, that's that. Let's get into some gossip though.
Like what?
You know, I want to talk about this Kendrick and Drake shit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Here
that
we
shit
go
was-
again.
That shit. Look, I haven't been able to. I tell her everything that's going on because like she's literally my best friend, and I have nobody else to talk to about it. So I just, every day when that shit was happening, I was going crazy. I was going bananas, bro. I was just like, oh my fucking God, these fools are not stopping.
I know. I remember when I was in the bathroom and I saw that Kendrick dropped again.
Drake, no.
I know. No, it was Drake.
It was Drake. Drake just dropped this.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? So I went to go check it. And
I
all of a
called
sudden-
you and you were in the other room, but
Yeah.
I called you and I was like, yo.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, fucking Kendrick drops like 30 minutes later. I'm all like, what the fuck? What is happening?
I know. Like
What kind of,
What's
is
going
this real? Are we in a simulation? Like, bro, two of the GOATs going at it. The shit was phenomenal. I mean, a lot of people are talking crap on all the gossiping and shit. But you know what? Drake took it there first. Kendrick just followed suit. He said, all right, you want to start talking about family and gossiping. Obviously, the shit between his boy and his wife, Whitney, isn't true. The shit between Drake and being a pedo isn't true. But, like, it's all just gossip, right? But at the end of the day, fucking Kendrick came in with a strategy. And, I mean, if you listen to all the songs, looking back in hindsight, I mean,
but don't you think
Kendrick had a strategy from the beginning.
Yeah,
Drake was more of just like slapping the nigga and fucking talking shit.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Kendrick definitely came prepared.
it was a good battle. I don't think we're ever gonna see anything like this again because, to be honest, a lot of motherfuckers is pussy and nobody wants to deal with this shit. I mean, I'm sure if you got a strong mentality, none of this shit's gonna get to you. But I mean, who knows?
To be honest, I just think it was a PR stunt. I'm not gonna lie.
A PR stunt. Why?
Well, first of all, they're like together in the same record label, right? Like
No.
not the same record label, but didn't you say they like?
They're connected somehow.
Yeah.
Let's look this up. Let's fact check. This is why I pulled out the laptop.
But not only that, like, I mean, there probably is really beef there and stuff, but come on, the numbers did great.
Yeah, they did. They both were killing it. I mean, the last song that Kendrick put out was Not Like Us, and that shit's, I think it's like double platinum or some shit.
But back to the gossip too. You said that it's just gossip, but like, don't you think some of the gossip comes from somewhere? I mean, look at the whole Diddy situation.
Yo,
That's been like a theory for years, and it's been like allegations for years, and now it's finally coming out as true. So why wouldn't the Drake and Kendrick stuff be true?
Well, the whole thing between Drake being a pedo, I think if it were true, there'd be more people coming out. You know what I mean?
It hasn't gone that far yet, though.
I mean,
It just started.
what it felt like to me was Kendrick just talking hella shit, and he was just clowning this fool. And he was like, towards the end, he was just like, "Man, shut up, you a pedo, bro. Shut up. You hang out with all these fucking kids."
That's a serious thing to like throw at someone.
That's what's funny about it. This was straight up says, "Shut up, bro. You a pedo, hanging out with all these fucking kids."
But don't you think like Drake would, if it wasn't true, don't you think he would, like, what is it called? Defamation or like sue him for defamation, or what is it called?
Yeah, defamation. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, he can. I don't know if Drake will. Maybe the people that are affiliated with Drake will.
Didn't you say that they?
Well, yeah, because I was watching Academics, and no, it wasn't Academics. Charlemagne on the Brilliant Idiots was saying that, watch, this fool Kendrick's gonna get sued by a bunch of people that are affiliated with Drake, because I mean, now that he put this whole pedophile label on Drake, all the people that have money working with Drake, they're gonna be like, hold up, this fool's our fucking yeah, he's our poster child for whatever we're trying to do over here, and you're over here labeling him as a pedophile. Like, of course, people are going to get pissed off because they're going to be losing stock on him, you know? The value is going to go down. Obviously, this has made all his tough music look weak as fuck. So, Drake's stock in the street probably just went down, but he's still commercially gonna be popular. I mean, he makes good music. So I looked up whether Kendrick Lamar and Drake are on the same level, and it seems that they're both affiliated with Universal Music Group through distribution subsidiaries. I can't say that word. Anyways, they're affiliated with the same distributing label that puts their music out and shit.
Dumbass
Look,
sound in there?
I'm not good at my fucking.
Just kidding.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not a fucking teacher or anything. I'm not here to teach you motherfuckers how to talk. I'm just being me. But anyways, UMG is the group that they're related by, but other than that, they don't have any ties. But overall, it was good for the culture. It was good for the hip hop game. I don't think we'll ever see anything like that again. Not in the next probably like 20 years, 30 years. Somebody else will do it, but it was hard.
Yeah, I liked it.
It
was interesting.
We got a good EP out of it from both of them.
Yeah. My God. Freaking Grapes has had those freaking diss songs on repeat.
Bro, I get off of work.
Ever since they came out, it's been on repeat.
Yo, if y'all are into this whole thing, listen to the tracks from beginning to end, starting with First Person Shooter. And like you could literally tell that this was all like just it started from First Person Shooter. Many people didn't know that because like Drake always has bars that talk shit on someone, right? He's always talking to someone. But if you look at it, the reason why Kendrick even came out with a diss on like that is because he heard First Person Shooter. He was supposed to come out on that song. He denied Drake. Drake got pissed off. And after J. Cole's verse, Drake comes back in on that song with a fucking different type of beat, bringing all hell. And he's talking slick shit. And that's what Kendrick doesn't like. He doesn't like that this nigga always wants to talk some shit slick and not be straight up about it. He's like, you always got some shit to say. I denied your shit.
Low-key, Drake seems like a shady guy. That's just the Scorpio in him, though.
He probably is. And that's why a lot of people don't like him in the industry. Yeah. A lot of people, and I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and he was saying that this fool likes to fuck a lot of girls that belong to other fools in the industry.
Shady.
And that's why a lot of fools don't fuck with him. And like everyone except for Future is getting heat. Drake does not want to end his relationship with Future because Future controls A-Town and Drake likes going to A-Town, but it ain't gonna be sweet for him no more.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious to see how that's going to go down.
Yeah, that's crazy. So what was this? I want to move on to a different topic. So they found water under the earth, right? You were telling me?
Yeah. So, yeah, they found like an ocean that was bigger than any water we've seen or something like that. I don't really remember. It's been a while since I read that article. But basically, they discovered an ocean that hasn't been discovered before, and it's under the surface, the Earth's surface. Earth's surface. Damn, we are both bunch some.
Bro, you can't even talk.
We are both a bunch of idiots. Fuck, can't even talk.
That shit's crazy though. They found.
I think I had too much coffee, and my brain is just like moving way too fast for me to talk.
That's crazy that they found water under the Earth's crust. You think one day we'll be able to travel there?
I don't know. Don't you think that's kind of scary? Because like for years they've been telling us that the Earth's crust is.
Bro, these fools do not know shit.
I know that's what I'm saying.
It's like the higher I climb I work in the aerospace industry. The higher I climb, and the more I get to meet people that are in top positions, I'm just like, you're just a regular person, just like me. You just ended up here because you've been in it for so long. So that's why, like, it's the same goes for me.
Same thing with like scientists.
And shit. Like, they just some regular person that's been reading books and shit, and they don't know.
They might not even read.
Yeah, they're just discovering shit as they go.
They just got lucky.
So I mean, yeah, you can't give these fools too much credibility. They just figuring it out.
Yeah, I don't. I think that's pretty crazy though.
Yo, you know what's crazy is like how minimum wage for fast food workers went up in California.
I know.
$20, and it's just
I was making $20 when we were living out there. I was making $21.50, and I had like an office job and stuff like that.
the minimum wage only went up for fast food workers.
Oh, only fast food?
Mm-hmm.
So they were making as much. They're making as much as I was.
They're making more than some people that aren't working fast food.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I don't. I kind of respect that in a way though, because fast food is hard. I would never do fast food.
But the thing is, fast food was meant for like young people coming up. It's not meant as to.
Yeah, but times are harder now, and not only that, they're doing way more than what some. Come on, babe. I was making $21.50 in an office job, sitting at my computer for 8 to 10 hours a day. I did nothing. I finished all of my work within the first 5 to 10 minutes that I was at work. The rest of the time, I was sitting there bullshitting on my computer, making $21.50. Like, I respect fast food workers because that's a hard job. Not only do they have to deal with moody ass customers that are hungry, they have to deal with shitty managers, shitty coworkers. Like, a lot of people in the fast food industry are just so ornery and grumpy, and like it's not an easy job.
It's not.
So I can respect that in a way.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. I would never work.
And maybe with the minimum wage increase, maybe we'll get better workers. Maybe it'll encourage.
They're getting rid of workers. They're starting to get machines. I mean, make it easy. You go in, you don't have to talk to nobody. You just go to the screen, order your food. And this ain't even fucking Cali.
I know.
This ain't even California, bro.
I know.
Oh, by the way, we moved.
It is kind of sad though for like nurses and doctors and stuff like that. I mean, doctors make enough, but like nurses and CNAs and like people that have just as hard jobs as fast food workers and they're making less. I understand that. I feel like that's unfair.
It is. Yeah.
Because nurses work just.
They started talking about that. Like a bunch of workers started rallying.
Yeah, because nurses like give away more than half of their life at work. They work over 12-hour shifts almost every day. Hardly ever get days off. And it's not easy, especially if you're like in an emergency room or something.
That's tough work.
I couldn't be a nurse. I could not do that.
That shit has to be so emotionally draining.
Emotionally, physically. To all you nurses, you guys are brave. Keep doing what you're doing. And
I wonder how many people a nurse sees that. I can't even talk.
I wonder how often an earth and
I wonder.
Fuck.
I wonder how many.
I wonder how many nurses see death every day. Right?
No, what I was trying to say, I wonder how often a nurse sees a person die.
I'd say if you're working in the ER, almost every day. I mean, my dad's a firefighter and he sees death pretty often.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He's told me some stories and it's really sad.
I was on Twitter. Look, I'm a very morbid person. I was on Twitter watching the videos of when Hamas invaded that fucking rave.
Uh-huh.
Hamas in Israel, when they invaded when this whole war between what was it? Israel and Palestine. When Hamas, the group, the terrorist organization, invaded Israel, they started by invading a rave festival out there.
Wow. I did not know that.
Bro, it's fucked up. I found this video on Twitter. These cops show up to the scene, and it's nothing but dead bodies everywhere, over the bar, everywhere. Like, you saw bodies over the bar, on the floor, everywhere, people hiding, just dead. And this cop was like terrified. He was just like, is anyone alive? Like, hello? Like, trying to find someone. Like, bro, they massacred these people out there, and they were just out there just having fun, partying.
Why would you tell me that?
Well, because it's happening. Like, during this whole...
Yeah, I know, but you know I can't handle stuff like that.
Bro, you literally told me the fucking ending of that book last night that fucking ended
Yeah, and I
tragically.
told you I was crying.
That shit was tragic. You always tell me tragic shit.
Yeah, it's just...
It's different when I tell you.
Yeah,
Right?
it's more morbid when you tell it. Because you're very descriptive.
Dude, it was messed up.
Yeah, that's sad.
Man, I'm so sick of fucking being sick.
Sick? I know. So you're telling me I
Ever
had to,
since, like,
no,
I was going to say, hold up.
No.
I tried saying earlier, we just moved to Utah, and ever since we fucking moved here, we've been fucking sick.
Non-stop.
If it's
and then, not only that, not only did I have to get the blood transfusion, but the next day I ended up getting a kidney infection from the transfusion. And then a couple days later, Jay gets me sick, and now I have a cold and I'm recovering for that. So, like, I've just been miserable. It's been horrible. This is the worst I've ever been. It sucks. Sam literally had me in the house in lockdown for a whole week because we live, like, on a high floor in our apartments, and just me walking up the stairs and stuff, I probably would have passed out. So he's like, you can't go outside.
Yeah, seriously.
He's like, if you want to go outside, you could go on the patio.
No locked doors. Yeah, so this is my setup. This is my studio room.
Yes, so since the last time we've had a podcast, a lot has changed. As you could see, it's only me and Grapes now.
We got rid of the whole cast, fired everyone.
We didn't fire everyone, but we did one person.
We fired everybody. So
No.
y'all got beef, holla at your boy.
No, we did not fire Eric and Chris. We didn't fire them.
Shout out to Eric and Chris.
Love you guys. We wish
Yeah,
you were
for
here.
real. Man.
The only reason why they're not here is because we're in Utah now.
I really liked having Chris on the podcast. He always brought some interesting shit on there. Like, he was funny in his own way.
Yeah. No, but we would definitely have Chris and Eric back on the podcast if.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been a crazy 6 months.
We moved from Cali to Utah, back to Utah. Feels good to be back home.
Sure.
Of course, I miss Cali. Like, I love Cali and I miss it. But ever since we moved to Utah, we've just been able to, like, enjoy each other and have family time and take Jay to go do things. Like, out in California, it's just, it's work.
Yeah, it's definitely tough to do anything in California.
Like, you have to hustle out there because if not, you're just, you can't afford anything. And we were getting it to a point where it was just, it wasn't fair to Jay.
Yeah,
so,
it wasn't fair to anyone.
No.
That shit was tough.
Yeah. So we moved back. We're here now. We love it.
Yeah, we moved back.
Of course, we love LA, but it was just the right choice for us at the time, at the moment. And I don't think we made a bad choice. Like today, we went to Lagoon. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. We went to Lagoon.
We bought season passes, bro. We wouldn't have been able to do that in LA. We would have never bought Disneyland season passes or Universal season passes.
I mean, it wasn't cheap. It was like $700 for everything, for 3 season passes.
Yeah, but we were able to do it.
Yeah, and fucking Cali would have been like $1,200 or some shit. I don't know.
Not only that, we wouldn't have never been able to do it.
And it's always fucking packed.
Yeah, it's like not even worth it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll go to Disneyland once or twice, but
yeah, a lot's changed to it. Unfortunately, my dad passed away. He's right here.
Yeah. He'll be here for the
He
podcast.
he be chilling in here all the time, fucking listening to music, watching movies, smoking with me.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I actually opened it today.
Did you?
I was sitting right here and I was just like, what does that look like?
You never seen ashes before?
No, and I was trying to take it off, but it's threaded. It's a threaded cap, so you can't just open it. So if it falls, it's not just gonna open.
Yeah, but it will break.
It's pretty heavy duty.
No, it is. But I'm just saying
It's breakable.
Yeah.
But I think it's pretty heavy duty.
Yeah.
I think they're meant to like not break easily. It would make sense to me, like if someone's trying to sell me a product that's meant for that and they know that shit happens.
Yeah, that shit wasn't cheap either.
No. Rest in peace to my pops.
Yes.
I know he's chilling up there with the Lord himself.
That's the first time you've ever experienced death.
Up close like that?
Yeah. Well, your grandpa, but
No. Well, I lost Nato too. Rest in peace, DJ Nato. I never got to get him on the podcast, but Nato always just wanted to be the fool behind the scenes, you know. He'd always tell me, like, I'm just going to be the nigga behind the scenes, you know, don't even trip. And he's still here, you know. So, yeah, lost him back in, I think it was October.
Yeah, last year.
Or, yeah, it was like around October that he passed away, I believe.
Yeah, because we were about to move. And we didn't want to miss the funeral.
Oh, yeah, it was October 5th. Or, no, November 5th.
Because we had already moved back.
Oh, yeah, they did it right before we moved.
Yeah, but he didn't pass away that day. It says this thing.
Oh, yeah. It was October 12th.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boy Henry Ronaldo Mahan. I forgot his last name.
I only know him by Nato.
Nah, but yeah. Nato, rest in peace. We love you, bro.
Yeah, we love you.
But, yeah, other than death, you know, we've experienced some good things too. Nah, but it's okay to be morbid, you know. I feel like it's healthy to accept death, be cool, to talk about it, because we're all going to pass through that eventually. So why not just get those nerves out of your system right now? Because if you wait till the end, you're trying to ignore the truth. The truth is, this shit ain't forever. So accept it right now, and it's going to be easier when that day comes. And you hate when I talk like this, but it's like, then when you going to face it?
It's
the day
not
of?
that I don't face it. It's just like, as a mom and as a wife, it's really hard for me to like just sit here and be like, oh, I could leave my son behind. Like, no one, like, it makes me want to cry talking about it, because like no one's going to take care of my son the way I take care of him. You know, like, how can I trust anyone to take care of him the way I take care of him? And like, to know that if I were to pass away or you were to pass away, like, the hurt that he would feel, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck, Sam.
Nobody told you to cry.
Well, you wanted to talk about it, and I hate talking about it. I think that's just my fear of it.
Yeah. I don't think...
It's not that I'm scared of death. I'm scared of what it'll do to the people I leave behind, or like what it would do if you were to leave people behind, what it would do to us and what it would do to Jay. You know?
Well,
I think it's just different now that I have a child.
Yeah. I was going to say a bad joke, but never mind. I'm going to be like, hey, if I leave, that insurance money going to kick in.
Now that our intermission is over, let's get started back with the podcast. So where were we?
All right, so I wanted to talk about this whole issue with Diddy and Cassie. Bro, this is wild. I don't know if you guys seen the video of Diddy beating up Cassie. That shit is crazy. He is handling her like a dude.
Yeah.
It's fucked up too. And like, you would have never thought someone in his position would put so much at risk, you know, like, and even not on like all the wisdom that you gotta have for being so successful. Like, why would you lay your hands on a woman
But it has nothing to do with him being successful or anything like that. When an abuser is an abuser and they don't care what's at risk, they never think that they're going to get caught.
That is true.
They
But
always think they're invincible, and they're not. And
I just wish.
I just have a really strong opinion about this.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do. And we're going to get into that. But it's like, fuck, bro. You're so fucking smart. Like, think. Use your fucking brain or go to therapy if you have issues against women. Like, obviously, that's a control thing that he has. Like, also, like, he wants to put pain on her type of shit. Like, that's some deep shit right there, bro. Like, to want to hurt someone that you supposedly love, too.
Yeah.
Like, I would never lay a hand on you. You know?
Sorry, 1 second. Are you hungry, too?
Nigga, you know I am.
What you want?
Nah, not really. Honestly, I don't want anything. I'm still full from earlier. I'm being honest. I don't want.
Okay, so should I order something just in case you want something?
Get me hot and spicy.
Because the second you see the food, you're gonna be like, I should have got something.
So Revolt TV just made a statement about Diddy, which Revolt TV actually got sold by Diddy just recently before he left the States because of all this shit. But anyways, they said, we are deeply saddened and disturbed by the recent video circulating of our former chairman, Sean Diddy Combs. Even with his recent separation from Revolt, it is still our duty to address this matter and recognize the direct impact it has on our staff, our audience, and the culture we represent. That's the end of Diddy. It's the end. It saddens me because it's like we expected more from you. Someone that everyone in the culture looked up to. Like, we respected you. We admired you. We respected the hustle, that hustle and that having heart thing, you know, like you don't see that from everyone just going hard, but like, fuck.
What was the question you asked me before I interrupted you?
What?
It's about this whole thing, the Diddy thing. You were going to say your opinion or something.
Oh, no, we're going to get into it about your experience with...
No, I know, but you had said something before I interrupted you about the food.
I forgot.
Oh. Yeah, I never really liked Diddy, even before I knew all of, like, these... I want to say allegations, but they're not allegations anymore.
No, it's real.
Yeah, so I never really cared for Diddy. So I don't really know much about him or anything. Like, I know of him and I know, but I never like really dig deep into what, like, who he is.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. I liked him a lot, but not anymore. Because I really don't like that shit. I feel like...
Oh, that's what you were going to say. I would never put hands on you.
I would never put hands on you. Like, I just don't like that shit. Like, it's just whack. Like, I don't even, like... I'm not a very physical person. Like, I don't fucking hit anybody.
No, you don't. You don't like that.
Like, when I... Because I give Jay some ass whoopings, but it's rare. Because he's learned his lesson, you know. He's just...
You gotta be careful with what you say. You don't whoop his ass, but...
I'm joking. I don't like go crazy. Yeah. I just give him pow-pow. You know?
But I'm just saying, you gotta be careful with what you say.
The last time I gave him pow-pow was probably like months ago because like
he's learning.
Yeah, he doesn't fuck up. He listens to us. Yeah, sometimes he doesn't, but it doesn't take long for him to be like, all right, my bad. But like... I'm just not I don't like fighting. I don't like hitting. Like, I'm a lover, not a fighter. So like to that point, I'm just like, it's just wild to me for someone to just go up to a woman and just fucking push them down, kick them while they're down. Fucking, who knows? He probably fucking punched her straight in the face.
Yeah, we only saw that footage and he paid people to get rid of that footage. So imagine how much more footage there is out there.
It's fucking crazy.
And not only that, how much there is out there behind closed doors. Like, the only one that really knows is Cassie. And that's sad because that's something that never leaves. That's something that she's always going to have to deal with and always have to remember. And something she's always gonna have to heal from, and that fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does. It really fucking sucks because nobody deserves that type of treatment. I mean, that's just another human being, and you're just putting that pain on them and that abuse to their mind.
Yeah, and he straight up just like socked her like she was a dude.
Yeah, it's definitely the end for Diddy because there's no going back from that video. That's straight up real shit. I'm just going down my timeline trying to see if there's any cool news. Look, Joe Rogan just interviewed Terrence Howard, the guy from Hustle and Flow.
Yeah. Who?
The guy from Hustle and Flow.
I know.
Terrence. Oh, Joe Rogan.
Oh.
Yeah, Joe Rogan be getting some good ass interviews up in here. Shit. Yo, 50 Cent's been trolling the shit out of Diddy too. It's fucking hilarious. And today, or yesterday when that video came out on CNN, he posted that shit hella quick. He was just trolling the shit out of Diddy. They must have had beef because ever since Sean Diddy Combs has had all these allegations on him, fucking 50 been going off on this fool. Like,
really?
Yeah, no breaks, bro.
What's been
and
said?
He's always hashtagging his champagne or his cognac. Yeah, his cognac brand. Any post you see 50 Cent do, like he always adds his Branson cognac.
What is he saying?
Oh, so let's go to his page. He's just posting everything. Like, he posted this.
Hi, Chris. Thanks for watching.
Dude, my mic is fucking
Hi,
up.
Tiffany. Thanks for watching.
So 50 Cent said, "Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character." Oh, no. He posted what Diddy posted.
Oh.
This was clowning. He posted his letter, out to social media, defending himself. He said,
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He said, "Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations. This fool."
That's how narcissists abusers just.
This fool says, "Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday." Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
Like there isn't proof out there.
And LAPD can't follow any charges on the Cassie video because it's been too long. They can't go back and charge him. Yep, they made a statement. They can't charge him.
That's a thing?
Yeah, I think there's a period that you can't charge.
That makes no sense. What about when serial killers do something and it shows up years later, or rape victims come out and come clean? They get their, what do you call it? Their perpetrators, I guess, or their, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, sorry, I'm looking up the actual statement they made. It's crazy. Yeah, no, I get what you're trying to say because there's always these cold cases of serial killers that go cold.
Yeah.
And at the end, they still convict them if they find them, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I get that. So the LA County Attorney's Office said it is aware of a widely circulated video depicting rapper and hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs attacking his former girlfriend in a hotel room in 2016, calling the footage extremely disturbing, but says it would be unable to charge Combs, who already faces a slew of allegations over sexual abuse, rape, and trafficking. I don't know why they're saying they can't. So Combs, a 3-time Grammy winner, faces lawsuits from multiple women over alleged sexual abuse, sex trafficking across state lines, and rape. Ventura, a singer herself, filed one of those lawsuits in New York last November, accusing Combs of raping and assaulting her, as well as specific allegations of kicking, stomping, and beating her, and taking her to hotels nationwide where he would allegedly force her into sexual acts with male sex workers while he watched. According to the suit, Combs became extremely intoxicated in March 2016 in a March 2016 incident at the Intercontinental Hotel, beating Ventura and giving her a black eye. So hold up, she was making, is Cassie's last name Ventura?
Ventura.
Yeah. Damn, so she was making her have sex with other dudes?
I told you that earlier.
Bro, this is fucking wild.
I told you that earlier.
This fool Diddy Combs is a sexual deviant. I bet you Kendrick was talking about him on those diss records, not Drake.
Maybe.
That Meet the Grams should have been to Meet the Combs, because this was sick.
Here, do you want to keep track of the live on
this? Nah, I'm good. Yo, so let me finish what Diddy was saying. So he said, sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Sean Diddy Combs.
That is such a narcissistic thing to say.
It really is. It's really wild.
Something someone like him would say.
It is wild. It's wild for him to say something like that when the fucking video just drops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, everyone's gonna believe you.
Like, bro, we just saw you fucking kick and hit a girl.
No. I have no sympathy. I don't care what happens to him at this point.
I'm trying to find that fucking video. Where's it at? Oh, yeah. So someone had questioned why some girl on Twitter said, "This is hard to watch. P. Diddy should be in jail and rejected from polite society. Real men real men don't do what he did." And then Candace Owens, which is like, she's a Republican content creator, but she's on the Republican side. She said, she retweeted this and said, he's not in jail because he's a fad / CIA asset. Kanye tried to tell everyone. I don't remember where Kanye was saying that Sean Combs was a fucking CIA asset. Let's see. Kanye West says Diddy is a CIA asset. Low key, I would believe that shit.
Why?
Just cause. Why not?
You had no answer.
It's entertaining. It's just like
just for the fuck of it.
Conspiracy theories are so fun.
Yeah.
Aren't they? Are they not?
Yeah, they are.
I mean, I would believe a conspiracy theory. That's just me, though. I'm just human.
You believe every conspiracy theory.
Why not? The one thing I don't believe is flat Earth.
Why?
Bro, that sounds stupid.
Why?
Because the Earth isn't flat.
How do you know? Have you seen it?
How do you know it's flat?
How do you know it's not?
I don't.
Exactly.
But I believe it's not.
Why? You're not explaining yourself.
Because of the way the fucking Earth moves? I don't know, bro.
That's all you got?
Bro, I don't give a fuck about whether the Earth is flat or not. I was just saying. I'm trying to find where Kanye West says that fucking Diddy's a fucking CIA asset. Kanye West exposes Kim Kardashian for being Diddy's freak off worker and CIA asset.
Can you imagine the courage she had to build up to even expose Diddy? Knowing how powerful knowing from her perspective, knowing how powerful this man is, knowing how much money he has, probably knowing his secrets. I mean, she's probably seen a lot. Knowing all of that and still having the courage to go against him, that's scary. Especially
Yeah.
considering what people have said, like all the theories about Diddy and Tupac and Biggie and what's her name? That other girl that died that was gonna release a book on him.
Aaliyah or whatever. What's her name?
No, it was someone else.
Mm.
Kim? Her name was Kim. She randomly died from like pneumonia or like a lung infection or something like that. But I guess she was going to like release a book about him. And then she mysteriously died and then the book disappeared.
That's
So
great.
knowing all of that and still having the courage to go against him, I give her props for that because that's a scary situation.
Yeah. He's a powerful man.
And not only that, the scariest time for a woman is when she's leaving an abusive person. That is the most vulnerable and scariest time for a woman because that's when that's the most dangerous time for a woman is when you're getting a divorce to an abusive man or you're leaving an abusive man. That's when majority of women die.
So
Because the man can't handle them leaving.
let me ask you this. All right, so we're gonna get into it. You've been in an abusive relationship before, right?
Yes.
Are you okay to talk about it?
Yeah.
I kind of want to give our audience a descriptive like scenario. So I know you've talked about the time he beat you. He hit you every time he found a guy friend on your Facebook's friend.
Yeah,
list.
so I had a Facebook and he didn't like that I had a Facebook. He found out that I had a Facebook, but I had it because like who didn't have a Facebook at that time, you know? Like we're in high school, like whatever. Not only that, I had family on there and he found out that I had a Facebook. He went through my Facebook and he said he went through my friends list and he was like, for every guy that I see on your Facebook, that's how many times I'm going to hit you. And he literally scrolled and counted every single guy and every time he found a guy on my Facebook. And it didn't matter if it was like family. Like my cousin was on there and he hit me for my cousin. Like, and he knew my cousin. Like, they've interacted so many times.
Was he high at the time? He was doing this? Was he all cracked out?
No, I think this was before the drugs.
Damn, he was that insecure?
Yeah. This was before the drugs.
What a
and so,
bitch.
yeah, he socked me 40 times in the face.
In the face, bro.
Yeah.
That gets me hot.
And not a lot of people know these stories. I think you're the only one you and one other person know these stories. Yeah.
And that pussy didn't fucking care.
No. And that wasn't even the worst of it.
Yo, hey, a lot of you dudes, y'all need to relax. Like, y'all be getting insecure because women get under your skin and you want to beat on them, but like that's some pussy shit, bro. Because like you gotta realize you're a lot stronger than her.
Yeah.
And like that's not
he was
fair
a
fight.
boxer to boot. And I was 95 pounds at the time. It was in high school. I was skinny. I was literally so small. Like I was just skin and bones, literally. And he was a Golden Gloves boxer. Like there's no way I was able to defend myself with him. And even if I tried, it just got worse for me.
Man, a lot of these dudes got issues.
Yeah. How does that feel, like knowing, like from your perspective, hearing these stories from me? How does that feel for you?
Well, it enrages me, you know. But I'm just glad you're alive. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're not in that situation anymore. And as much as I would like to just find this motherfucker, because he's still probably in the city.
He has charges for the same thing for another girl.
Why did your mom check recently? If you're just like her, she's keeping tabs on motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, but this wasn't recently. This was like years ago.
But like, it pisses me off. But you know what? I can't fuck up what we got going on because of some pussy ass bitch from the past. Like, we just gotta keep moving. We gotta thank God that you're still here.
That's what makes me nervous about being back, though, is like, I don't know if you've noticed or like if I've ever told you, but like when we're out in public, I'm always like looking around.
Bro,
or
oh God, please don't let him show up, because just because I'm saying this, I don't know how I'm gonna react if I see him in public. I might fucking.
I don't know how I'm gonna react if I ever see it, because Ogden and Utah is just a small state and a small city in the first place. You could run into anyone at any time, and I think that was the biggest thing for me moving back, was having to run into these people, and this person specifically. I think that scared me deep down in a way, you know, because like I find myself, like today when we were at Lagoon, I find myself just looking around and looking at people and like scared I'm gonna see his face one day, and I don't know how I'm gonna react because I'm angry too. I think I'll always be angry,
You know,
but then again, it's like he's not worth it. He's
not.
He's not worth that energy, and I wish there was a lot more that I could have done. I would have done things a lot differently back then.
Don't you just wish when you think about your upbringing that you could do so many things differently?
Yeah.
I would have been just stuck on school, to be honest. I think if I would have just done better and cared about my grades, I would have been a lot smarter. Not that I'm not smart. I know I'm pretty smart, but I would have been more like educated.
I think for me, I would have not have focused on boys so much.
Yeah, what's up with that? Just be a girl.
I know. I don't know.
You just wanted to be in love so young.
I guess.
You wanted to experience love.
I guess.
Your weakness has been boys this whole time.
Yeah.
Silly you.
Isn't it for every girl though? Almost.
I don't know. I don't think so.
How many people are in relationships in high school and junior high? Like, come on. It's just.
That's true.
No matter, like my mom used to tell me all the time, like, don't be worried about boys. I don't know why you have to have a boyfriend, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, I wish I would have listened to her because she was completely right. But stubborn teenagers.
We all just got to learn on our own.
Yeah. And you know what's the crazy thing is, no matter how much this person hurt me, that relationship still wasn't the relationship that hurt me the most. Like, physically, yes. Mentally, no. Isn't that crazy to think about?
Yeah. I guess you like getting hit.
No. You know what I mean, though? Like, I guess
the mental abuse was more than the physical.
Yeah.
You could take the physical, but
yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah, normally it's not like that, but for other women, I guess. But I guess I just got numb to it after a certain point. I think I blocked it out a lot. And maybe I don't know. I wish I could break down the pieces of that.
It's better that way, though, that you don't, like, you're not, like, kind of PTSD'd from it, you know? Because then I think that would have fucked you up even more.
No, I think so, too. There's moments, though. I do have my moments. I have nightmares sometimes about it.
Yeah, no kidding. Every time we have a fight, she wakes up the next morning saying, "Oh, I had a fucking dream of that fucker." It's like the fight's just like PTSD you about it, and you just like have dreams about that fucker.
I know, I do. Sorry.
I usually don't wish death upon people, but you know who you are.
Yeah. I don't know if he does, because, I mean, look at Diddy. He's deny. That's what this person has always done, too. Act like he never did anything
Diddy
wrong.
really fucked up a lot of things for me now. Like, I'm a really huge fan of that movie, Get Him to the Greek. Can't watch that now. I'm a really huge fan of Nipsey. He has one of his songs that he has. It's called Young Nigga. And he has fucking Diddy on that shit. Can't listen to that no more. That piece of shit.
Yeah, he ruined a lot for you. I'm sorry.
That's about it. There's nothing really else he fucked up.
Abusive relationships are...
I wasn't in a mental abusive relationship prior to you.
You were.
This bitch was crazy.
She did get physical with you too, though. One time.
Yeah, she started hitting me in the face because I came home late from being out and about. Granted,
you were being out and about.
I was being cheating. A ratchet boy cheating. But I was only cheating because I was just done with her, and to be honest, like, she drained me for like 3 years, 2 years. Like, she just drained me because in the beginning... Well,
she was just mentally, like, she would mentally play games with you.
So this one time, I took her to church with my mom, and she wouldn't even go inside. She started acting weird before we even entered the doors. Like, I swear this bitch was fucking possessed by a fucking demon, because the fact that her face changed, everything, her demeanor changed. It was just like, fuck, this bitch is about to burn the minute she steps into church or something. Like, bro, it was crazy. She started walking away. It was like a child, bro.
Yeah.
And I chased her because I was just like, what the fuck? What's going on?
And that wasn't the first time you've had to chase her like that. She would play games with you.
All the fucking time. Anyways, I did her dirty too.
Yeah,
I took her ass back to where she came from and left her. Literally. I took her back home to her mom's and left her ass.
I don't think you should have handled that situation
that way.
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like,
to this day, it's still beef.
Oh yeah, she was kind of shady.
It's still
especially
beef.
Like, knowing what I know now and the things I've seen and stuff.
Not only that, she literally told me when we broke up, she said, I'm always going to be in your life. And she literally befriended my sister.
Yeah, they're like best friends. And now your sister hates me because of it.
She hates me because of it.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, it's beef. I don't give a fuck.
So talking about that relationship, though, what do you feel like you've learned from that relationship? And why do you feel like you were in that relationship in the first place? Like, what was the reasoning behind it?
I was in that relationship because I was Captain Save-A-Ho. My mom has real bad Captain Save-A-Ho syndrome.
She does. Yeah.
She wanted to save my pops. My pops wasn't the best person out there. Not trying to talk you over the dead. I love my pops.
Yeah.
He was great to what he could do. Because on another day, we'll talk about past history. My pops went through a lot of trauma as a kid.
Yeah.
So he didn't really know how to love. Granted, that doesn't give any excuses. There's hella people out there that have been through a lot of shit, and they always come above that.
Yeah.
But my pops just didn't know how to love. Anyways, my mom was a Captain Save-A-Ho. She saved this fool, never treated her right, never did anything for her, but she always stayed by his side.
She really did.
Because she wanted to see better for him, and she just felt bad for him. And that was her thing for the whole marriage. She always just felt bad for him. And I felt bad for this bitch.
You did.
And so, like, it got to me where, like, bro, I need to be happy for myself. And so that's why one day I flipped like a switch, and I was just like, you know, if it's not going to happen today, when is it going to happen? And so I had to end it off.
I know. I was surprised when you did. I totally did not expect that when you said.
How did you know?
We were best friends. What do you mean?
And now we're together, about to get married. Wow. Where does this put you in the story?
We were co-workers and best friends.
Sounds like somebody was a slut.
Hey, I couldn't help my attraction towards you, and not to sound corny or anything, but we really had a connection, and we still do. And sorry.
It was so bad. We were like, everybody would assume we were married or together or something.
I know,
Literally just at work.
literally, we were just at work and people would come, like, we would just be talking and people would come up to us and be like, are you guys married? No, we're just having a conversation. But that's how well our conversations are. And that's how well our connection has always been. And other people saw it. And people still see it to this day.
Yeah.
So could we have done things differently to not hurt other people in this situation? Yes. Do I feel bad?
You know, it's funny.
I did. Up until she did what she did.
But that bitch got me the same way she lost me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Tell that story.
That's going to be saved for another day.
But like karma, what goes around comes around. And that's how my last relationship ended too. I lost him how I got him.
We're going to give you guys some juicy ass content coming up because we got stories to tell. I'm gonna drop that story on.
And
the
I
next
don't care
podcast.
how it makes us look.
It's just true. Look,
but it's our story, and we can't deny that.
It's true.
And
we got so many stories. We're gonna give you guys all the tea, and it's gonna be golden. This is the first episode back after a 2-year hiatus. Fucking not doing shit. We've been just working, doing videography. We've been on tour. We've been doing a bunch of shit.
We were on
just
tour.
Fucking killing it. Yeah, we were on tour
with Dolly Girl, Brown Boy,
and NB
Riders and Big Gemini.
Big Gemini. I mean, we've been doing shit. So this is just the first of many. So I do want to lead this podcast out with something that you would recommend someone to read or watch or listen to.
Oh yeah, well, let's tell them why. Okay, so lately I've always liked to read, but I think we're gonna end, like, I guess this will be my little segment for the podcast from now on.
Yeah. Well, after you talk, I'm gonna recommend something people should.
Okay, yeah. So I've always liked to read, but lately I've just been getting back into reading. I feel like it's very therapeutic for me. I love it. I find new books every day, and they're literally like watching a movie.
Yo, she reads books so fucking fast. It makes me feel fucking stupid. No, it does, bro. She picks up a book and she's just going down quick. Like when we try to read things together, not like books, but like a sign. Let's say like there's a sign that has a paragraph of shit. Like I read it out loud and she's already done. She's like, I'm done. I'm all like, bro,
wait
what
up
the
for
fuck?
me.
Do you even like read it? Like, and
I really do.
The fucked up part is that you comprehend it. I don't. I literally will read it and I have to read it again. Because I'm just like, hold up, what?
No, I comprehend it.
It's like what math is to you.
Yeah.
Did you see me earlier?
Yeah. There was no way I would have.
We were playing the games at the amusement park, and I wanted a stuffed animal, but the guy was giving us chances with multiplication. So he'd be like, I'll give you an extra bar if you could give me a multiplication.
Yeah, he was like,
answer.
what's 16 times 7?
He was like, what's 17 times 19? I did that shit in my head.
Yeah.
He had done another one previously, and I did that shit. But like, that's nothing to me. Like, I could calculate in my head.
Yeah.
You, on the other hand,
I was like, don't ask me. I don't
you're
know.
just like, huh?
Yeah, no, don't ask me about math. But anyways, back to my segment. The book that I would recommend right now, from what I've read so far this month, it's between these two. It's between The Silent Patient by Alex, I don't remember his name, or Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I think Colleen Hoover kind of wins the Silent Patient one, just because it's called Ugly Love. I just feel like I related to that book so much, especially with the main character, Miles, because he reminded me of you. Like just how we were in the beginning, how we met, and just everything was just closed off and the emotions and stuff. I related to it so much, and it hit me especially with the twist in the middle of the book, like towards the end. I'm not going to say what it was because I don't want to ruin it for you guys that read it, but it was a really good twist. It was a really good story, and it had me crying. I was crying like a baby. I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, I think it was a really good book, and I think people should read it.
Do you have a? It's not here, huh? You have it in
Yeah, it's in the
Homegirls
living room.
building a library in the fucking living room.
Yeah, but it's really good. Ugly Love, Colleen Hoover. Go read it.
Nice.
I give it a 5 out of 5 star rating.
Nice.
It's
Now,
The Silent Patient now, because I did mention that one too. That one I give a 4.3 stars out of 5, just because it was kind of slow in the beginning and I was kind of losing my interest, but I don't know if it was just because of the last book that I read. It kind of got me into a slump. But once I got more into the book, it was really good. And the twist, the ending, totally didn't see that coming. I kept trying to figure the book out before it revealed itself, you know? Are you even listening to me?
yeah, I am. I'm looking up something. Keep talking.
Yeah, I kept trying to figure out the twist. I kept trying to figure it out, and I just couldn't. I totally did not expect it to go the way it did, and it was a really good book.
Yeah, I mean, you were telling me the whole story.
Yeah,
Shit is fucking crazy.
because you don't read.
I hate
Obviously,
reading.
you don't read. So what we do is I read the book, and I just kind of fill him in and catch him up, as I tell him as I go.
Yeah.
And he gets
Really good at it too.
he gets so into it. He's like, okay, but what happened next? Like, he's so chismoso about it.
I know. I love it.
And you're like, wait, hold on. You can't tell me right now because I'm too busy. I'm not gonna comprehend everything. You're like, I gotta sit down and really listen to this.
I really do.
My
yes.
books are good. The
That shit
next
should
one,
be a movie. It should be a movie.
it should. Yeah. Hey, I'm a director. Come on.
There you go.
I gotta read books. Most directors read.
Yeah, they do a lot. So, I'm gonna recommend you guys watch a good movie. It's like a drama, serious movie, but it has a really cool ending. I like the whole plot. Like, it's really long, but it's pretty good. It's called Finest Kind. You could watch it on, I believe, Peacock. Oh no, Paramount.
Finest kind.
Finest Kind. It's basically it's about two brothers that are related by their mom. They have different dads, but one of them, the youngest one, he's educated. You know, he's about to go to Princeton or some Ivy League university and shit. And the other guy, the older brother, he's a fisherman. He's just like a rugged dude, fucking goes out to sea and fishes and shit. Even does some illegal fishing to make a lot of money and shit. Anyways, I'm going to read you guys the whole, what it's about right here. Two brothers.
Line.
Yeah, the log line. Two brothers from opposite sides of the tracks are reunited as adults. Desperate circumstances force them into a deal with an organized crime syndicate in Boston, and a young woman gets caught in the middle. That young woman is Jenna Ortega.
She's in it?
Yeah, she's in it. She's the love interest of the younger brother.
Oh, sounds interesting.
But bro, the way it fucking ends, it's dope because if you're a father, you're gonna understand.
Yeah.
The way it ends, it's just crazy.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
I've been trying to. We should watch it after this.
Yeah, we can watch it.
It's pretty long though. That's the only downfall of this movie is that it kind of drags in the beginning because you don't really know what it's about. It's just two brothers that are reuniting and they're going out fishing. Basically, the younger brother that's been educated all his life, he's just tired of that shit. You know, he wants to experience life, so he tries to like do fishing with his brother, and it doesn't go too well in the beginning. Obviously, he's from like a whole different side of the world, and he does this other shit. Mm-hmm. But it's a good movie. I recommend you guys watch that.
What do you rate it?
I rated about, not gonna lie, like 6.
A 6 out of 5?
6 out of 10.
Okay. I was like,
so like,
I was like, it must be a really good damn movie.
But one movie I for sure do not recommend you fuckers watch is Miller's Girl with Jenny Ortega.
Oh my god!
With Jenna
I
Ortega.
know.
Miller's
I
Girl
thought it was
sucks
gonna be
ass.
so good, but they went about it all wrong. Especially
Bro.
coming from a director's point of view and a production's point of view.
It
It
just-
just there could have been a lot more added in between, a lot more production put into it. I just feel like there was a lot missing.
I expected it to be like 50 Shades of Grey. Just like,
Yeah.
at least like sexual, intense.
But there was
it's
like nothing. And then it just like the way the relationship started and like it wasn't even a relationship, but there was like no build up to it. Like it just like, oh, I'm going to fall in love with this teacher. That's it. And
yeah,
it's just
and
like,
it was just to see if he would fall for it.
yeah.
It was just stupid.
Yeah, it was dumb.
I would not recommend watching that stupid ass movie.
Yeah.
It was
The
definitely.
cinematography was great.
And I paid for the rental.
And then it comes out on Netflix the next day. We were so mad.
But yeah, that's about it. We're gonna come back next week, next Saturday. We record every Saturday, probably drop. I'm gonna try to edit this tonight.
Okay. And if you guys have any book recommendations, I'm actually starting this week. My books come in the mail. Hunting Adeline, and it's a dark romance series. So I'm testing my limits of dark romance because I've never read a dark romance book. Never read a fantasy book either, and this one's a fantasy book, Powerless, that I'm going to be reading here soon. So if you guys have any more genre recommendations or book recommendations, please let me know because I'm trying to get out of the mystery thriller love romance twisted series because I'm like, okay, I want something new.
Read some self-help books, bro.
I have, and I just
You need it.
I like them. I'm not gonna lie, I like them, but I
48 Laws of Power. Read that shit.
yes, I know, I will. But what I'm saying is like I like to read the books that I like to read, like the mystery thriller, the romance, the fantasy, stuff like that. I like to read all of that because it's my relaxation, it's my escape. It's when I read self-help books, it's more of like when I feel like I need to evolve and I need answers almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I haven't been in that place mentally in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I haven't been needing those kind of books. But I'll get there.
All right.
I feel like I have a lot of growing to do, but I usually kind of figure that stuff out on my own by learning, experiencing. You've seen it.
Yeah. You've been growing a lot. But this is the end of the podcast. Thank you guys for listening. We will be back in next week. Holla at us at the Antisocial with Grapes page on Instagram. You could also find me on YouTube at Grapes. Just look up Grapes. You literally Google GRAP3Z Grapes. You'll find me.
We have a TikTok too, by the way.
We're live on TikTok right now as well.
No, but you have an Antisocial with Grapes on TikTok.
I don't know the name.
Antisocial with Grapes.
So, yeah, find us on all our platforms. Thank you guys for listening. It's been a great podcast. We're out. Peace.
Thank you guys. Bye.